In this lesson, we are going to look at how SQL can summarize data using aggregate functions. Instead of returning every single row, aggregate functions calculate a single value based on multiple rows. This makes it easy to quickly answer questions like, what is the smallest value, what is the largest value, or what is the average value in a column. The most common aggregate functions are min, max, and AVG. Min finds the lowest value in a column. Max finds the highest value. AVG calculates the average across all the rows. Together, these functions are used constantly in reporting and analysis. Let's think about some use cases. Suppose you are analyzing sales. You might want to find the lowest and highest order sizes in your data. You might also want to know the average number of items customers buy. With a single aggregate query, you can answer these questions without having to scan through the full data set. Another use case is quality control. You can find the minimum and maximum delivery times to see whether there are outliers. Or you can calculate the average and standard deviation of a metric to measure consistency. Now let's walk through an example. Here we are selecting 4 different aggregates from the number of items column. The first function, min, gives us the smallest value in that column. This tells us the fewest number of items that appeared in a single order. The second function, max, gives us the largest number of items. This tells us the maximum order size in the dataset. Next, we use AVG. Instead of returning a long list of numbers, AVG condenses them into one value, the mean number of items per order. To make the result cleaner, we wrap it in a rounding function so the average shows with just 2 decimal places. Finally, we calculate the standard deviation of the same column. Standard deviation measures how spread out the values are. A low standard deviation means most orders are close to the average size. A high standard deviation means order sizes vary a lot. This is extremely useful for understanding consistency in your data. And just like the average, we round the standard deviation to 2 decimal places to keep it easy to read. What makes aggregate functions so powerful is how quickly they turn raw data into insights. Instead of returning hundreds of rows, they can give you a single number that summarizes the entire column. With just one query, you can answer big questions like, what is the range, what is the average, and how much variation exists. The important thing to remember is that when you use aggregates like min, max, and AVG, you are condensing multiple rows into a single result. You are not listing out every order or every customer, you are summarizing them. And that is the foundation of working with aggregate functions. You have seen how to calculate the minimum, the maximum, the average, and the standard deviation. These 4 metrics alone can give you quick insight into almost any numeric column. In the next lessons, we will build on this by combining aggregates with grouping to break results down by category or by segment.